What if the success or failure you experience isn't random luck at all? What if your bank account, your relationships, and your career are actually the predictable result of a law that has been operating since the beginning of time? Most people think life is a lottery. They look at someone successful and say, "Wow, they got lucky." They look at someone whose life is falling apart and say, "Wow, they just had bad luck." We walk through life believing we are victims of circumstance, drifting wherever the wind takes us. But that belief is completely wrong. There is an ancient law that governs every result in your life. And the dangerous part? Most people break this law every single day without even realizing it. In this video, I'm going to show you what that law is, and once you understand it, you'll finally understand why your life is producing the results it is. This law isn't complicated. Farmers understand it. Gardeners understand it. Even children understand it. But millions of adults ignore it every day. Because this law doesn't respond to your wishes, it only responds to what you plant. That law has a name. It is the law of seed and harvest. Every single thing in your life right now, your finances, your relationships, your body, your career, is a harvest. And every harvest always begins with a seed. A seed you planted yesterday, last month, or 10 years ago. If you don't like the fruit you see in your life today, complaining about the harvest won't fix it. You have to go back and inspect the seed. This law isn't just a religious idea. Genesis 1:12 describes it in the very first chapter of the Bible. The earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed according to their kind, and trees bearing fruit with seed in it according to their kind. You cannot plant apple seeds and get oranges. It is physically impossible. Yet spiritually, people try to do this every day. We plant laziness and expect a harvest of success. We plant gossip and expect loyalty. We plant dishonesty and expect trust. We plant financial chaos and expect wealth. The seed always dictates the fruit. If you are sowing distraction and comfort every night, you cannot be surprised when you reap mediocrity. The harvest is simply the seed, fully grown. The law has another layer that most people ignore. The size of the harvest always matches the amount of seed. 2 Corinthians 9:6 explains it clearly. Whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and whoever sows generously will also reap generously. This is simple logic. If a farmer owns a 10-acre field but only scatters a handful of seeds, he won't produce a harvest that feeds a village. He'll get a few plants and a lot of empty ground. The same is true in life. You want a massive career? Massive input. You want a strong marriage? Massive investment. You cannot give 10% effort and expect 100% return. That's not how the universe works, and that's not how God designed it. But here is where most people quit. Because planting doesn't feel good. Planting costs you something. You take the seed, your time, your energy, your money, and bury it in the dirt. It feels like loss. It feels like sacrifice. Psalms 126:5 acknowledges this reality. Those who sow in tears shall reap with songs of joy. Sometimes doing the right thing hurts. Saving money instead of spending it hurts. Waking up early when you're tired hurts. Forgiving someone who doesn't deserve it hurts. But those tears are not wasted. They are watering the future harvest. However, this law works in both directions. Galatians 6:7 gives a warning. Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. A man reaps what he sows. You might think you're getting away with bad seeds. You might think the consequences will never arrive, but the delay is not denial. Seeds grow underground before they appear above the surface. For the wicked, that is a warning. For the faithful, that is a promise. So look honestly at your life today. If you don't like what you see, don't blame luck. Don't blame circumstances. Don't yell at the mirror. Go back to the field. Pull out the weeds of fear. Pull out the weeds of laziness and start planting new seeds. Sow diligence, sow generosity, sow integrity, sow excellence. Do it even when it hurts. Do it even when you can't see results yet, because the season will change. And if you refuse to grow weary in doing good, the harvest will come. That is the law. Now go work the field.